I honestly learned a lesson in patience today.
Josh,
sitting
you come
in the
in.
Spiro's parking lot for like an hour.
Yeah, tell the Spiro story.
Well, I sat in the Spiro's parking lot for an hour.
Oh!
That was a good story.
Thank you, Josh.
By the way, Josh is here.
I'm here.
Do you want to tell your story?
Well, it's not like a Christmas story.
Yes,
It's like
It's literally a story of me being tortured for an hour straight.
Hello,
Was it
everyone.
an hour?
Welcome to the episode of a C.H.U.D Talk. Today we're celebrating my birthday, actually, and Ryan's in town for Christmas and everything. And we're going to talk about Patrick's horrible adventure today, my great adventure today, and then we're going to be sharing presents and cake and stuff to celebrate my birthday and Christmas. Patrick, tell the story about how you got fucked by 2 mole men in Europe. One of them was not me.
Well, I'm so happy, first of all, that your adventure was fucking great.
It was
Blake.
great.
I'm happy.
Yeah. It was
Just
a great
fucking
adventure.
kidding. Fuck you.
Just like
No
the,
more present for you.
2023 hit Aquaman 2.
Dude, I bet it was a hit. I bet it was so much better than the first one, even though it's rated, worse.
They're tied, I would say.
Nah.
Tell your story about Spiros.
Anyway, so the plan for Blake's birthday today, which was actually 2 days ago, was that Blake wanted to eat some pizza. And Blake was like, let's go to Spiro's. Let's go to Spiro's. When I get home, we'll drive to Spiro's. But then when it got closer, Blake was like, you know what? How about instead, since I'm going to be watching Aquaman 2 after work, and I'm going to have to drive home all the way from Woodinville. Why'd you get in Woodinville anyway, you ass?
Because I work in Redmond.
Anyway,
That's why I was
where was I? God damn, this
I
triggered
said
me.
that maybe we should do something else.
Yeah, so Blake was like, okay, so I'm gonna be watching Aquaman 2, right? So how about you assholes drive over to Spiro's, and then you're picking that up as I'm getting home, so we can get the pizza and I get home at the same time.
To save time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
That didn't happen at all. I showed up at Spiro's, and I'm like, where the fuck is everybody else? Ryan was waiting across the street from Blake's place. But I don't really blame him, because, he's got, LA on his mind.
I do.
But Josh, literally in the chat, you said you could do it. You said you could go to Spiro's. I don't want to hear it!
No.
I don't want to hear it from you!
Pull it up. There's no way.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull it.
Does anyone know what audio message that was?
There's no fucking way to.
No, Josh doesn't send audio messages.
Oh,
yeah,
you're
it
right,
wasn't
you're
Josh's
right, you're right,
audio,
you're right.
but okay, so we
I'm
did.
not done yet!
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there. No, wait, you do have a part in this. That fuck you for it. Because, the plan, along with all of that, was that you would tell us what kind of pizza you wanted. Which you
Yeah, that's
didn't.
what I thought we were
I did.
Yeah, when I fucking asked you, when you already got home.
Well, no, because so what happened was you said you were gonna get pepperoni, and I didn't care what kind, and then I was like, oh, maybe you should get the one that has my name in it, which apparently didn't exist. I just wanted to get.
That was when you got home!
That was tonight.
Yes, but I did say earlier when we were talking about flavors and stuff, you're like, I'm gonna get pepperoni, and that's when I was like, I don't know, I thought you guys would figure it out because I asked you guys.
No!
What, Josh?
Let me give some clarification here. So, I did not say I was going to go to...
What did you say?
I said I can pick up pizzas too to save some
Look!
time.
See?
And then nobody confirmed that or said anything, so I assumed that was not the case since before that Blake had said that he was going to go.
Yeah,
So
but I
was
still
like,
went. I still
I
went!
know!
Well, no, I said that we were all gonna go, not just me.
If that was... You guys gotta have to at me, because there's too many messages.
Yeah, I
for
will
me to
say,
read.
the Mole Men chat is very horrible.
It's very lengthy.
Because we'll lose each other's messages, because sometimes Josh won't say anything for about 12 days and we'll think he's dead. And me and Patrick and Ryan, well, me and Patrick mostly...
mostly you two that are
Then Ryan will chime in with a sentence from something we said 5 or 10 minutes ago,
Yeah.
and then randomly Josh will send a picture, And then after all of that, Josh would be like, what are we doing on the 6th? just to piss somebody off. And then today, Josh was like, wait, where am I supposed to be?
Yeah, but that was after I pulled up. Because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're all going to Blake's.
But
Yeah.
once I read
When
you
grab
say,
the
where am I
pizza.
supposed to be, I started freaking shaking in anger.
Well, because, again, my intention...
I don't even see it in here still. the
I don't-
notification.
yeah.
What, for today?
Yeah, I still can't.
I was back in like Tuesday and I couldn't find what you said.
Are you
Yeah.
shitting me?
No.
Is it in an audio? Because I only listened to like...
Blake's thing
I
might
only
be in an
listened to like a
audio.
fourth of those.
The-
I was saying
thing
that
is-
yours wasn't an audio.
I swear it would have been because I don't remember reading that. I only read the stuff. I don't listen to it all that often.
Next time, more clarification packs.
It doesn't fucking matter,
Oh,
okay?
wait,
it
This is
happened.
Patrick's chat. I gotta look at the chat.
Anyway, that's pretty much the
Patrick's
story. I just
DMs.
waited in the Spiro's parking lot for an hour, like, waiting for everybody else to fucking say they weren't there.
I literally said something and nobody commented on it, so I was like,
Yeah.
well, I guess we won't do that.
Oh wait, this is still the Patrick chat.
Why did you open up my chat again? How did that happen?
That's stupid. I'm like, where? Because I was like, man, only me and Patrick are saying shit.
Anyway, that's
I mean, that's
pretty
no
much the
different than
story.
our chat.
Can we move on from this? I have
I don't want to
PTSD.
remember it anymore.
I'm seeing Vietnam flashbacks right now.
But it's like I won't be getting home till like
It's an audio.
around 6.
Yeah, but you listened to it.
Because
Did I?
the movie's
Yeah, you
2 hours
responded
and a
to
half,
it.
like
That's
2
what
and
you
a half
said.
hours. It starts at 3. I get out by 5:30. Get home around like 6 or whatever. If you guys want, if you want to like meet up at Spiro's.
Boom! Right there.
Yeah, and guess what the Spiro's?
It starts with, this is just an idea.
Because I wanted you guys to say something. Because why the fuck would we all meet here? Anyways, yes, I agree, Patrick. Can we move on? I feel bad because Patrick was at Spears. I was really trying to make it easier because I wanted to hang out with everyone tonight. And I know Josh is going to be leaving at 10:30. Plus, I wanted to watch a long-ass movie, which is apparently 3 hours and a half, which I did not know. I thought it was only 2 hours or whatever, but watching the ultimate cut of Watchmen. I am sorry.
Why is it in black and white?
Because
Because art.
I want to watch it in black and white.
But it looks like there's like snow everywhere.
That's cum. You think Dr. Manhattan walks around with a 50-foot cock and there's no cum?
Yeah.
So when I went to go see Aquaman 2, I saw the new trailer for the Godzilla X Kong movie.
How'd you like it?
It looks so cool on a big screen. I can't wait to watch that with Mallory. What are you doing?
Do you like the little orange monkey?
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
You
Speak up!
guys talk about Kong X Godzilla first.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing.
Blake, what do you think of the little baby orange monkey?
I think he's pretty cute.
No!
I really hope he's not King Kong, because I think that's incredibly stupid.
Wait, did you tell them that you thought it
can
might
only-
I don't know, it might have been an audio! They might not have heard it! No, there's this...
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna have to bleep this.
And that was at 8:25.
Yeah, I'll bleep that. No, there's this whole rumor that the orange little baby ape that they're introducing in the next Godzilla movie is actually going to grow up and become King Kong, because this orange monkey, I'm assuming, is the son of Scar King, and Kong is not king yet. And everyone's like, yeah, I think he might actually take over the crown. And I was like, or, hear me out, Kong might kill him and become king. That also works.
The little bit.
Nick just kills freaking Star King. Or Scar, was it Scar King?
Scar King.
Just kills Scar King and then just turns to the baby and just...
He just goes, the whole bloodline must go. And Godzilla's like, holy shit!
And then he just turns to an even smaller baby.
He just goes down the whole family line. So what'd you say?
Yeah.
So I love Godzilla. I fucking hate all the new American Godzillas so much.
Oh, so you hate America now, huh?
Yeah.
Typical.
Is that what I'm hearing? You hate American Godzilla, you fucking hate America. But, so, yeah. That, I think the thing that pisses me off so much about them is they're trying to just, like, let's do a Godzilla verse, whatever, like the Avengers.
Oh yeah,
And so they're just treating it.
Monsterverse. That's what it's called.
Well, the monster isn't. Oh, it is the
Monsterverse, yeah.
And so
You were
the
gonna say
problem with
Dark
that,
Universe.
I was.
Don't bring up dead shit.
I don't want to, but the problem with that and with them doing that is just by treating these movies and these characters the same exact way that Marvel treated the heroes and stuff. First of all, to me, it's already boring, so we've been watching those for like 15 years.
But you barely watch those anymore.
I know, I stopped after the Avengers, too.
Yeah.
Age of Ultron.
When we watched
That was
it
a high
together,
point.
that was a lot strong.
That is the closest I've ever come to walking out of the theater. I can't think of worse movies I've seen in theaters.
If you were alone, not with Blake and I, would you have walked out?
Yes!
What point would you have walked out at?
Literally the part... You know what point.
No, tell everyone.
It's probably the part where you were sitting there and I look at you and you're like,
was so
this is
mad.
bullcrap.
Yeah, it was the part where Hulk is like in the shower and Black Widow's like, hey, I only exist to further your plot line. Plot lines. Plot line. Let me see your big old fucking green zucchini. And Bruce Banner is like, and it's like, in the previous movie, you already established all this shit for Bruce. But then it also pisses me off because I love the original Hulk movie, and this entire time Marvel's been trying to be like, oh no, that's not part of it.
That's
it's
not real.
Canonical.
Yeah.
It's like, then why Tony Stark at the end of it? But I digress. So Scar King, I think originally when they revealed him, I thought was a cool design, but I wasn't getting my hopes up because I fucking hate the new Godzilla movie so much. And the last one was, I want to go back to that time. And
Josh is mentally scarred.
I thought the big lanky like monkey was cool, but whenever America tries to design fucking kaijus, they're so lazy. Like the Japanese ones have like blades in my stomach and like claw hands, and the American ones are just like woolly mammoth, but like huge, it's
But
like
big.
the size of a city. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, it's a big animal.
I want to tell you something that's probably going to piss you off even more because it pissed me off because I'm a King Kong fan. I think I'm the only one here that prefers King Kong over Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. I do. I love King Kong a lot. I love him a lot, and I mean I do love Godzilla movies. Don't get me wrong, but in those movies, like I like King Kong a lot. I don't know if I like him more than Godzilla. I'm just saying.
Godzilla's got more.
Okay.
Like, I think that's it. Like,
Yeah. Well,
King
yeah,
Kong,
exactly.
He's got the
got-
Kurdish one. Yeah, you don't have as much.
But what I was gonna say is I was reading something about. I was like, why the fuck is it Scar King? Like, why is it a new character? There's so many other fucking characters. Like, so okay. Godzilla 1, they invented the Mutos. Those are two original characters.
2014, the Godzilla 2014.
Yeah, what'd I say?
I won. Which could be misunderstood for Godzilla -1.
Oh, Jesus ass. Anyways. And then the second one they introduced, like three actual characters from Godzilla canon. You know, King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan. Next one, it's just Godzilla and Kong and Mechagodzilla. Next one, they're like, okay, we have to invent new characters again because who can possibly take on these two giant, like, apex titans? Oh, we'll just make a red monkey. And there's rumors that there might be, like, a white Godzilla. And I'm like, of all of the characters that you have out there, why is it not Space Godzilla or Biolante?
It has to be Space Godzilla. I think they're bullshitting everybody.
But have you not seen the toy?
Didn't they? I've already seen a Space Godzilla toy.
No.
Is that like fake?
What?
For this movie?
Yeah.
No,
I thought they did.
No, the toy that's been out there is Shimu.
Shamu?
Shamu?
Yeah, it's like a giant buff
Fucking
orca.
Dude, that'd be sick!
Doing
It
some
shoots like sonar.
Oh, would it be sick or would it be for the big animal?
No, if one of you can like look on your phone, it's like Godzilla X
What are
Kong.
we
It's like
doing?
Simu or Shimu.
You're
but
kidding me. So it's not Space Godzilla?
No, I don't think so.
I hope
It's
this movie
this
is
like
ass.
white Godzilla that shoots ice or something.
That's so
But that's
fucking
why
stupid.
that it is stupid because also like this is Scar King, there's all these big apes, all these apes underground. I'm like, what? Where the fuck is Gigan? Or where the fuck is like literally any of the other Titans?
The
Like,
only reason people watch this shit isn't because... Well, also, they've introduced so many other Titans that they don't say anything about, like the big mammoth
the
thing.
big man with it and another Muto at the
Yeah.
end of the movie. There's another fucking
Oh, that
Muto.
pissed me off so much.
Yeah, but no, they introduced like 10 Titans and then like all of them don't exist. It's only monkeys. Is this it, Ryan's?
Maybe.
Ryan's. Yeah, that a white thing. What is that?
Fuck that and fuck you.
See, they're
Wait, let
making-
me see that?
What the fuck is
Look,
that?
they made a red monkey to
It's
fight
on all
Kong.
fours.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, what else can we make fight Godzilla? Another lizard? Where's King Caesar?
That looks like shit. Are you
It
sure
does.
that's not official?
I don't know if it's official, but
It's roaming out there that people are like.
This is like taking on a chair.
Well, there's just some picture from Google Images. What do you want from me?
It's taking on like a chair.
Sorry, it's not like the box. Like,
I
toy.
pray those aren't official, but that looks terrible. It just looks like a dragon.
But
Like,
why-
why are Americans so bad at designing
Yes,
kaiju?
and I fully agree with you because like there's again 50 other characters, and you know what? This goes back to my Mortal Kombat problem. Why the fuck did you introduce a new character? Like, stop making new characters because I'm sorry, they're not as good as what's already existed.
The game does a pretty good job of introducing some new characters.
The game of Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the movie?
I'm talking about the movie! Why the
Cole
fuck-
Young or whatever.
Cole Young, why is he new? And same thing with Godzilla. Like the Mutos, I thought worked well for a first movie. What are you
Looks
looking
like a
for?
dragon, monster
What are you
hunter
looking at?
character.
No, but like
Where'd you put the features?
500 bucks for this friggin'
Do you
thing?
want more?
Wait,
No,
you
I just
can
want to
buy
make
one.
sure you don't.
Yeah,
give
you
me
can just buy it on
yours.
eBay.
Oh,
Sick.
they're on top
It's
of
sick,
each
but
other.
it's
I
also
wanna
like
see Godzilla
how many
with
did
the
you
gun
eat?
blade or whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's like 4.
Anyway.
Oh, okay, I think I ate more. I think I ate 6.
But
But
that is my
Oh,
worst
wait.
nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
If it is not
I had-
Space Godzilla, it's a massive mistake.
I think it's not Space Godzilla. I think it's
I
two
can't believe
brand new
that.
characters because, from my understanding, from everything I've seen online, Scar King is like an older Kong, so therefore he's like the dark reflection. This white dragon thing is supposed to, I'm assuming, be the dark reflection of Godzilla, and I don't get it.
That's so stupid.
It is stupid, Josh. Like
Wait. Let me add one more thing that really pisses me off about this new movie. So one of the things that again is like not only are they running full sprint at like the end of the trailer, which they do in Kong versus Godzilla. They do it in King of Monsters when he's going to like fight King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah, they run.
And he's like, oh, I'm like, ew, why is Godzilla running?
Just freaking, just like pretty much mocap the fucking.
I would imagine like a
They,
toddler
they,
like
should be like they like hero like punch and like let out a shockwave, and I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't in 2014. The mass of the characters were actually taken into consideration, and it makes that movie feel more realistic, taking the realism out of it and not treating these characters. First of all, or sorry, this is not first of all because I've been saying a bunch of shit, but people like defend these movies so hard, and these directors, and this is coming from me who would also be out of my element, these directors are out of their element. They have no experience making these movies. So when people are like, oh, these movies are fucking cool for like the dumbest reasons possible, the guy who did like King of Monsters is the guy who did like Krampus. I like that movie.
I mean, Krampus is good.
That's
on
not a
this
fucking
Krampus.
kaiju movie.
No.
It
Totally
could be. They
treating
reveal Krampus as a kaiju.
He was kind of big.
Krampus.
yeah, he comes
He was like 10 feet.
It's a kaiju. Oh, it's the Shadow Santa, and then they introduce Santa Claus.
It's Cramp Jew.
But so what I want to say about the fucking movie.
No.
Oh, okay.
What I want to say about the movie is kaijus are fun because they're individual.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see one, it's this giant creature that there is one of. The thing I fucking hate about Hollow Earth or whatever is like, there's whole cities of them. And then when it shows Scar King, there's like 200 of them. And I'm like, so who the fuck cares about any of the King Kongs?
Exactly, because that takes King Kong out of being like the last survivor.
Yeah, who the
Which
fuck cares?
is apparently supposed to be the whole thing about King Kong is that he's like the last one of his kind. And then it's like, then they're like, oh, this is underground ape city. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are all these,
So
like,
stupid.
and the thing is like, I love Planet of the Apes. You guys know I love Planet of the
Yeah.
Apes and everything.
No!
But how the fuck is a Planet of the Apes movie coming out and Planet of the Apes Kong Godzilla verse?
Yeah.
Because I was like,
Kong.
why are so many apes? Like, there's just apes everywhere.
Monkey movie.
Exactly, it's all monkey movies.
And I like how all the kaijus on Earth, even though there's like apparently probably with this series keeps going like hundreds of them or
Yeah.
thousands even, they all decide to like, no, I guess I'm gonna come out within this 10-year span.
Yeah. Oh
Like-
shit! Now one guy came out. I guess we should all come out.
It doesn't make any sense. I
I'm
hate
fucking
it.
pissed. They're introducing just like 100 more monkeys instead of fucking Gamera.
Yeah,
I
agree.
That's like
I
one of the
agree
most.
with you.
Oh, Gamera. I was
Yeah.
thinking of a different one.
And Eurus?
What were you thinking of?
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Wait,
Anguirus.
no.
I got a little one of him.
You know, so
Where?
it's an Easter egg. So I'm sure.
There's a million things.
I'm sure they would add him, but you can see his little skeleton
Oh, yeah, there he
in
is.
Hollow
Oh
Earth
yeah, you can.
when the Asian guy like like nuclear bombs himself. For my grandpa that died!
Excuse me, Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, my bad. His character was a throwaway.
No, he was. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, but at least call him by his name.
What other movies was he in?
Inception,
That's busting.
Batman Begins.
Oh.
Wasn't he in Sunshine?
Just a bunch of Christopher Nolan movies.
Yeah, I'm not good with actors or directors.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know he was in Sunshine?
No, he wasn't. Because the guy you're thinking of was Haruki Samada, who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
At least fucking, oh god, I hope I'm right. Then I get killed. Haruki Sanada, you're wasted in the Wolverine movie. I fucking love you. You should have been the main villain. Put your finger.
Final point.
Okay.
To what I want to say here. I'm depressed that 2014 was so fucking good that it pissed Japan off, and they made Shin Godzilla, and there was like this Godzilla battle for a little while, like making these movies. And then we decided to like, let's just make them awful and start like blasting out these movies of like the lowest quality and the least thought. And then Japan's coming out with the coolest goddamn Godzilla movies.
Maybe
Yeah, Hiroki Sanada was in Mortal Kombat 2?
one.
1? Says 2.
He was in both of
Because
them.
he's probably going to be in both of them.
Okay. I don't see Mortal Kombat 1 now. I'm kind of far down this list. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Are you on his IMDb? I can look at your
No,
phone
I'm just
and
on-
see that you're not.
Did I say Minions?
He's a minion?
Oh no!
Yeah, I guess he's a minion.
Oh no!
Haruki Sanada! Love that guy.
He was in The Ring too, also.
Oh, dude, he was the ring girl.
He's the
But
ring.
what if that's like a marketing campaign that's how the Japanese filmmakers are making more money because the Americans and then have a deal to put out shit Godzilla. So you watch shit Godzilla and you're like, fuck, we gotta watch a good Godzilla. I will
They get kicked back after
to
that
wrap
too.
up our Godzilla talk. I do agree that the American movies, they're kind of dropping the ball on making characters, but I'm so upset that they're like, oh yeah, this next Godzilla movie is King Kong and Godzilla have to team up and fight a foe that neither one of them can beat. And then the first trailer came out and it's just an ape. And they're like, oh, he might have mind control powers and he has like this, he has a spinal cord of a big kaiju. I was like, he's literally the other guy. He's like, because Kong's an ape. And another ape. I'm like,
I did think he was cool looking though.
He is
his
cool
big,
looking, but
lanky-
why?
I thought he was cool looking when you didn't
Wait,
see him.
his big
Oh,
lanky
that's
He
right.
white.
had the big
and he's got like
lanky
a bald
arms.
spot.
Well, when it first showed him in like the teaser,
Just like
his
you.
eyes were all-
No,
And
I'm
his
bald.
eyes-
I don't have a bald spot.
his
You
eyes
would
were
have
all
a
like
bald spot.
glowing. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, he looks fucking
Yeah,
cool.
that's
with
him
his
using
big
like his
arms.
mind control powers.
Yeah, and then
He
they
also
showed
said
him
yeah.
in the movie in the trailer. I'm like, oh wait, he looks like shit. My
It's
bad.
just-
I shouldn't have trusted them.
I'm getting so upset because this movie seems so much more like Kong 2 than Godzilla X Kong. But I think that's why they're introducing the white dragon thing.
Please no.
To try and mix it up,
To-
I
no!
guess? Yeah, we have
Please,
something different.
Please, Space Godzilla.
Oh, and then maybe they'll morph together at the end. It'll be like a monkey dragon.
Fusion.
So I do want to take a break from talking about stuff, and I want to open presents with everyone.
Yay, it's Christmas!
Merry Christmas! So
Merry
I just
Christmas,
handed
yeah.
all three of the Mole Men gifts that I got them back in like October.
Wow.
Yeah, because I bought Christmas presents early. You guys open your gifts?
Alright.
Gotta open them
If
one
this
at
is a
time.
Do we have to
shitty
open
movie.
them one at a time? Or?
No, you guys can open them together.
Oh, okay.
No, we'll do it one at a time.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
One at a time.
showcase
Patrick,
it.
go
Yeah,
first.
Patrick's
All right,
real
I go
reaction.
first?
Patrick, go
Yeah.
first.
All right, I swear to God, Blake, if this is something like freaking Skinamarink,
I can't remember what I got you.
what?
And like I said, I got this back in like October.
Shocktober.
It's Shawshank Redemption because I know you've never seen it. I wish it was.
Patrick looks stunned.
What is it? Is it a shame?
I had a heart attack for a little bit there because I saw I saw a big gorilla.
Oh!
That's right.
How
It's
topical.
the good one.
Guys, we're not done talking about King Kong.
Yeah, I got Patrick the Peter Jackson King Kong movie.
Fuck, does this say Hollywood Video on there?
Yeah, probably.
Where'd you get this
It's
from?
funny
Freaking
'cause
1995?
I text you asking if you've seen or owned that movie and you said no. So I got
Really?
I've seen it.
It. No, but you
But you don't own it?
Oh,
So yeah, I got
That's a must own for
Peter
sure.
Jackson King Kong is one of my top like
Yeah, I
five
love that
movies.
movie.
Yeah.
That's hype.
I've got the extended edition.
What if I open it up and it's just a different movie
Skinamarink.
inside? Oh my god. It's
Monsters in the Woods.
If I open it up and the disc just had the freaking like little phone from Skinamarink looking at me,
Yeah,
I would
so scary.
I would just like take it out and chop your head off.
It's very elaborate. My
Ryan's
turn?
next.
Okay. Very
I remember what I got
Christmas.
both of you. I just can't remember. I just couldn't remember what I got Patrick.
What is
I couldn't remember if it was a
this?
good movie or a joke movie.
Is mine
Oh,
it
who
hentai?
comes saying? Well, I wish,
It's a
but
movie I really like.
Oh, okay.
this is a movie. I do like this one, but I don't
Yeah.
own it. So
Oh,
thank
hell
you.
yeah.
No, this is awesome.
I got Boondock
I
Saints,
love
I know you said
Boondock Saints.
I thought you would really like that.
And it's unrated special edition, so yeah, I'll.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Maybe it
cool.
does have titties in it.
Thank you, Blake.
Oh, you're welcome.
I can't remember.
No, the cat they shoot has huge tits now.
That's 9 of them. I mean 6. They have 9 nipples.
Jesus Christ. They have 9 lives.
Yeah. One nipple for each life.
Okay.
So my theme is like, since I love movies so much, I wanted to give people movies. That's what I did for like basically everyone this year. Is like I want a movie that I either really really like or think that the person would like.
Oh,
What is it?
The Professional.
Yeah, it's Leon the Professional.
Nice.
Have you seen that?
So I have not, but I always see clips of this.
Oh fuck you!
What?
I've heard it's very good.
It is very good. You need to
I
watch
will
it.
watch it.
I will tell you something. Josh was the hardest
no.
person to buy a gift
You
for.
didn't get the dildo, did you?
Wait, this one's yours.
I get the red one.
And Josh gets the black
Brian
one.
has handed out his gifts.
I wonder what this is.
Patrick's holding this
I guess
tube
Josh will open his first.
at his crotch.
I hope you enjoy this movie, Josh.
This
Like I
reminds me
said-
of
watch
like
it
a
for
baby's
sure.
soft
Okay.
head, so I can just like jam
tail
through
into
it.
it.
I've seen a surprising amount of clips for it.
I try to do something nice.
You try to be a cool
And
guy.
Josh is like, oh, fuck it.
Now
He
when
just
you say
spits
it,
on
seems
you.
like a bunch
sure
of
it'll be
clips
good.
for it.
Yeah.
Like, how many is a bunch of clips?
Like 2.
He's seen about like 2 hours worth of clips. That's
You
the
just
movie.
seen the entire movie.
yeah, I've read Invincible. I just watched it. It's shit.
It's a t-shirt. It's your favorite
Nice.
movie.
Oh hell yeah!
Whoa!
Josh has a theme T-shirt.
Thank you.
Of course.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
When you put it
it
on,
reminds
you
me of
get
my
taken
Chud
over by
shirt.
the thing.
Which makes me think that mine's a shirt as well.
I don't know.
Okay.
You're just you could have reused that box, but now look at you.
The moles have different
Just
methods.
like
of-
a-
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh fuck yeah! Dude, this is going on immediately.
Holy shit! Oh hell yeah! A whole ass sweater.
Oh fuck yeah!
Blake, what did you get? Tell the audience what you got.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! I got a Street Shark sweater.
Wait, Blake, what does it smell like?
It smells like childhood. In case nobody heard me, I got a Street Shark sweater. Street Sharks
It's
is
like
like,
an oversized.
oh my god, this is awesome. I'm gonna wear this forever.
Never takes it off.
Never
It's
takes it off.
disgusting.
It starts red, and then you guys are gonna see me
It's
later.
gonna get-
And it's gonna be like that
It's gonna be
color.
like pink. Yeah.
Who's the guy that did like Clerks and Dogma?
Oh, you might
Yeah,
want
it's good
you might
to
want
know.
Josh's knife.
Josh, I need your help.
Oh, dude, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, sure. That stuff is like kind of random to find, but yeah, Street Shark stuff is.
Dude, this is so fucking great. I don't have any sweaters. This is awesome. Dude, I lost my shit.
Yeah, you kind of did.
I thought you were gonna freaking reach over and stab me.
All right, you done.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Patrick's gift is the most elaborate to try and open.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
I'm sorry.
I got nails.
So
over here.
Patrick has a tube.
Ah!
It looks like it's some sort of poster.
It looks like it's some.
Do you
sort
need
of-
help?
No, it's going slow but steady.
There you go.
Half the fun is opening it.
Whoa! There you go. Have fun.
Oh yeah, bubble wrap.
There's another two.
Another tube.
Oh, this might whatever this is might like spoil it. It looks like it's like the packing slip. It might say what it is. So take that away from me.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's a major
Spoilers for
spoiler.
the 2023 hit Aquaman.
Ah, yeah. Okay, good. That is the right thing. I didn't open it, so I wasn't sure if it was actually the right thing.
No, it's the wrong thing. It just blows up.
Well,
that's my pipe bomb.
That's for you to decide if it's the right or wrong thing when you open it.
Well, you'll know by how I react. If I start pitching a tent, it's the right thing. All right, let's
Breaks
see.
the table.
Do you need me to hold one side of it?
Dude, this
I don't know yet.
killing me.
This thing is like they shove the paper up both of its assholes.
It's all, buying posters though. It's so important to wrap them.
No,
correctly.
this guy, yeah, whoever this did who sold it.
I've gotten some really
Wrapped it
tragic
really well.
ones where people just throw like a rubber band or something over it and it
Yeah.
just destroys the damn thing.
That's how does
Okay,
that.
can you actually help me just
Yeah.
hold that and then start like unrolling it?
Okay. And then you want me to
See what
hold
this
one in?
is. Oh my god.
Okay, so
Oh
wait,
my
hold
God.
on. So here's the
See what it
thing.
is.
I can't see it from your side. I can only just see
Oh
through
my
it.
God.
And it's amazing. Oh my god! It's a.
Oh my god.
It's Nicolas Cage's best role from Con Air as Jesus, but he's also got like Da Vinci Code shit. Oh, he's got the rabbit from Con
I think
Air.
it's got a lot of references on him. Yeah.
Holy shit!
I saw it and
Nice.
I thought of Patrick immediately. So
Good, as you should.
Didn't I give you Con Air last year for Christmas?
I thought you got him Con Air this year.
What? No, I got
Yeah, no, you gave it.
No,
for your birthday.
Yeah,
Oh,
for his
okay.
birthday.
I would put it in something before you put it in there, just in case it expands in the tube.
And then you can't get it
I'll
out.
freaking expand you in the tube.
Whoa.
What do you put it in what in there?
Anything.
Just the paper or the.
Where'd you put the paper?
Because I've had posters before expand, and then you can't get them out.
Oh shit!
Oh no, I have experience with that. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is?
Is
oh,
there
there's
more?
more like paper in the.
Oh,
bottom.
it's
There's
just
another one.
It's another poster.
sweet. Thanks, guy.
Well, thank you.
problem.
Oh, no
And then I guess
That's
I'll open
awesome.
up this gift from Patrick.
Ooh.
So well wrapped.
I know.
Okay, so there's like a piece of paper at the bottom. Don't look at that yet, because it might spoil. Well, it doesn't matter because I didn't wrap it. You can just see through the plastic anyway.
Oh, I know. What the fuck is this?
That's for something else.
What the
the
fuck?
piece of paper tells you.
Oh, okay.
Is it
Oh,
the
yeah!
purple cube from Hellraiser?
Yeah.
Oh really?
A thing they put it on.
And some lube.
Wow.
Some lube.
It's just straight up the puzzle cube.
Hi there. Thank you so much for your support. I hope the box arrives safely and that you enjoy the contents. I want to
Yeah,
make
that's
sure
for me,
everything
idiot.
was perfect, so please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Activate hard mode.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
that's what this
What
shit
the
is for.
fuck? Oh, for hard mode? About the
Yeah.
puzzle box. It
It
is currently in
actually stabs
easy
you.
mode.
Yeah.
You turn on a hard mode, freaking pinhead comes in and starts
Summon Hell Priest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
so
can
that's...
you can actually like solve it and shit.
Oh,
Okay.
so that's... Oh, shit.
So,
well, I
it's, so
guess
it's a hardcore Rubik's cube.
I'm dead for the podcast because I'm going to be fucking around on this.
Like actually, you're
Oh.
like.
The other three people can talk. I don't know why
Yeah.
everyone got silent. Wait, wasn't there, is that it?
What?
That's all I had.
Okay.
I didn't know we were doing a gifting.
Oh, god damn it.
But I am very poor this year.
It's okay.
But I'm making DVDs of The Whaler.
Yeah!
Ooh.
I think it's
Sorry,
awesome.
VHSs of The Whaler.
Even better.
Check this out. Look, I can spin it.
Whoa.
I can spin it. I'm doing the puzzle.
You're doing.
When
the
does the
puzzle
knife
cube.
come out and stab me?
When you solve it.
No, you need to activate hard mode. When you do that, someone comes into your house and just starts stabbing you.
What is this?
Some
Is this like
guy.
lube or something?
Yeah, that's like oil it up.
Oh, okay. To make it
So
greasy
ooh.
and bleed and.
I swear. Oh, god, I don't want to look at the instructions, though. I'm gonna fuss around with this.
Okay. Well, what else did we have for our topic today?
Aquaman 2!
Oh yeah.
So...
well, that's you, Blake.
Well, yeah. Well, because I don't know. I don't
You're
think
just probably gonna
Have
say
I-
it was
have-
good.
Oh, hell yeah! I got it open!
What did you do?
That startled the shit out of me.
He actually puzzled the cube.
Hold on. I gotta put this down so I can
Concentrate.
be part of the podcast. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna break it.
No, it's gonna stab me. No, look. Oh.
How do you not die?
How do I unsolve this?
Oh, there you go.
Got
Damn
it. All right. So, what I was gonna ask is, does this sit in here like this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude, this is awesome. What I was gonna ask was, I don't think I've done like a C.H.U.D talk. I don't because I know Josh talked about some shit because he watched some shit, and then, anyways, I guess I'll be in charge of this C.H.U.D talk. So today I watched Aquaman 2, and I want to talk about it, or did I? People have been asking me, how good is it?
Mainly the three people in this
The
room.
three people in this room. I will say, I can't tell if it's better than the first one. I think it might just be tied. Because, like, I try to... Josh hates everything. What I try to explain is, like, the first one has so much more action, and then this one doesn't, so it's kind of hard to be like, oh, I think the first one's better because there's more action, but action doesn't save a movie. But I was talking to my partner about this today. This is going to be a little tangent. Is because we talk about how we don't really understand people and their opinions and like what they want from movies. Because we'll run into people who say this movie's boring, this movie sucks because there's not action, there's nothing happening. And then if you tell them, well, if you want to watch that action, you want to watch something that's happening every like 5 minutes, go watch a Michael Bay movie. But then they'll turn around and be like, no, Michael Bay movies are bad. But then it's like, well, then what the fuck do you want?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, like, I like Aquaman 2 a lot, but I also know, and this is going to be a little tangent, I know the three of you are probably going to attack me, my range of movie enjoyment is far bigger than the three of you.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. But like it's just so interesting to me to think about, like, we'll sit down and watch a movie, like literally we watched The Haunting of the Queen Mary.
Oh yeah, Notorious.
Yeah, the Notorious, and I really enjoyed that movie. And it's just interesting because it's like what people find interesting in movies, because even last night, Patrick, I'm going to throw you in the bus a little bit. I text them saying, hey guys, I'm watching Indiana Jones 5. And I was immediately met with, oh, what did Patrick say? You said something specific.
I said, I'm sorry you have to watch this.
Yeah, he said, and I was like, well, is it bad? And all you said was, it's not the first 3.
Yeah.
And that,
What?
Josh has his hand up as a, well, hold on, he has
You can find
like
his
a claw. But like, I don't know, I just think that's so interesting because, again, I watched Aquaman 2, and Aquaman 2 is the end of the DC universe as we know it. There won't be any other movie in that universe until, well, actually, that's it. The new DC universe will start with Superman Legacy, which I am completely excited for. But
I thought it was starting with the Creature Gang.
the Creature Commandos?
Yeah. I thought that was going to be the first thing in it.
No, I thought Superman Legacy comes out first.
Hey, guess who's right?
I don't know. Oh, apparently it's Patrick. Okay, Josh, what do you have to say?
Okay, super quick. 2 things.
Oh, Jesus.
First thing, I think it's important for people to just enjoy movies. If they enjoy movies, then it's fine. You can just watch them.
You're wrong.
I just enjoy movies.
I like movies that are I like movies that are pretty massively considered bad. Like, I love the When a Stranger Calls remake. I always defend that movie, but it's got like 5 stars on IMDb. That said, The Haunting of Queen Mary has 4.2 stars on IMDb.
I don't think I should play with this on the podcast. It's really noisy.
It won't go back.
It won't go back, and it's really
Damn it,
noisy.
and also I was gonna say,
Sorry.
I don't know, I didn't have any thoughts on
Oh, did I?
on Indiana Jones.
I did not put that back together.
Well, because you haven't seen it.
Well, I mean, I don't have any thoughts on like the past, like multiple of them. I personally only like the first one. A lot of people like the second and the third one, so those movies are pretty up in the air. I know a lot of people, like, in terms of the new one had like 30%, or I was seeing on Rotten Tomatoes when it first came out.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah, the newest
The
one.
Dial of
That's
Destiny
interesting,
had
which,
30%?
yeah, like people were
I didn't think it was
breaking
that
apart.
bad.
Well, it can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
Like, that's so
I
bad.
still liked it.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, we were talking about this earlier because you were asking me about Rebel Moon, which is a movie I'm watching tomorrow. I'm super excited for it. But you asked me about that, and originally what I saw Rebel Moon is that it hit a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's
Yikes.
crazy.
No, it's
So
fine.
people
It's
were
like 24% now.
It is?
That's
Okay,
still
people,
so
but
low.
still people
under-
bummed it for like no good reason.
And see, that's the
Yeah.
thing that I
Just
find
give it a
so fucking crazy when people talk about movies, wanting to watch movies, but then they don't. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I just don't understand how. For instance, I don't remember who all here said it, but who here was not excited for the Marvels because of the trailer? It was you. I'm pointing at Patrick because it's definitely Patrick. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
did you have? something-
I have no skin in the
Did you?
Marvels.
You don't
You
have
absolutely
skin?
did.
No.
I can't say anything about it. I haven't
He must have
seen
solved the
anything
box.
since.
Yeah, I solved the box. I'm
Infinity
just trying to get
War,
it back.
Did you see the
I just
trailers
sacrificed
on
more
this?
women.
Okay. So what I was trying to say was, movie trailer came out, and people immediately like dogged on it or didn't like it or weren't interested. You know, Patrick was not interested in it. And then I was explaining to my partner about this. Is like, I watched that trailer and I'm excited for it. I think it looks pretty good. But then I saw the trailer for Morbius, and I was like, that movie looks like shit. And if someone's like, well, how can you say that? You don't know anything. You didn't see the movie. How can you say that trailer looks better than this trailer? One, and here's going to be super nerdy talk, Morbius is not a character that deserves his own film. 2, Jared Leto is not that great of an actor. 3, the story looks stupid as shit. 4, why the fuck is everything a CGI goo fight at the end of a movie? Like, they did it with Venom! At the end of Venom and Riot are just the entire movie. And then when I saw the trailer for Morbius, and there was a scene where Morbius and Matt Smith.
Schmorbius.
Schmorbin.
No, there was some dipshit at work. He's like, no, man,
Holy
Morbius
shit,
looks
you
pretty-"
knew someone in real life that thought it looked good?
Yeah, he's like,
funny.
because I said it looks like butt. And he goes, no, man, it looks pretty good.
But he doesn't listen to the podcast.
I like you
No, he doesn't.
You
I
said that you
hate
know
you.
somebody in real life.
Yeah, but no, I just think it's interesting because I mean, for instance, Patrick, I'm going to have to use you as an example because you're the villain. You're
the villain in the
You're the
story.
hero tonight, but you've been a villain before. But like,
Yeah.
have you
What do you have to
guys
say?
like you watched a few trailers and your first response is like, I don't want to see that. It looks like shit. Like Zack Snyder's Justice League. You're like, I don't want to see that. It looks like shit. You're like, I don't want to see Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder. I don't want to see any of that. And then Marvel's. You're like, I don't want to see that. It looks like shit.
Yeah, well, you know what else I said that to?
What?
Skinamarink.
Yes.
You know what you did about Skinamarink?
I like some
You
of the
said,
shots.
I like this shot. And then it went on for way too long.
What did I say after that?
You said, I'm so sorry!
What I guess what I'm trying to circle to is, have there been trailers that you guys have seen for movies and like everyone either is all for it or all against it and you're the opposite? For instance, like for one, I know Morbius is not a good example, but Morbius was, I saw the trailer, I was like, that looks like complete dog ass. But then I did talk to someone who's like, that actually looks pretty good. I was like, what part of it?
I think that's the outlier there.
That's the outlier one. But there's like other ones where it's like,
normal.
there's certain movies that come out and I watch a trailer and I'm like, that, like, for instance, the Wonka movie coming out. That movie I could literally not care about any less. Because I just like, and the people are like, oh, well, it's got Timothy Chalamet in it. It's got Hugh Grant taking jobs from, the short actors. And it's got, it's got chocolate funny stuff. And I'm like, I don't care. And then and also on top of that, Oppenheimer. Everyone was losing their shit about Oppenheimer, and I didn't get the hype. Josh has the two fingers
What does
up.
Josh have
Holy
to say about
shit.
it?
To
interject real quick, super fast. Also, obviously, trailers are all up to objection. So, like,
Yeah.
we're all going to experience entertainment differently. Like, for example, when I see a Godzilla trailer, I'm immediately repulsed, but everyone else is excited. Oppenheimer was one where I actually was excited for it because the cinematography looked good and the trailer was pretty well done.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't fucking see the movie. It sounded boring.
I liked Oppenheimer.
I need to
the
watch
thing
it.
is,
Yeah.
I
I
wanted
think it's
to
worth
watch
watching.
it, but it left IMAX.
Me
Now it's
too.
Like, what's the point
Yeah,
now?
it was like IMAX is the only place you can see it in its full resolution. I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah,
It's
like-
not there anymore.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
fuck.
way
there for like a
the way
week.
Christopher Nolan was like, this was meant for IMAX. I felt like if I don't see it in IMAX, I'm gonna walk out and he's gonna be standing there
shaking.
Just to
as
say,
we're,
yeah.
as we're leaving, and he's just like, "You motherfuckers,
Idiots.
Fuck you!"
When I invited someone to go see it,
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey, you want to go see Oppenheimer? And they were like, oh, yeah, wait, what's it about again? I was like, okay, so I want to go see it in IMAX, which is down in Seattle. We have to drive there, and it's awful.
Yeah.
The seats hurt your ass. The movie's
not
3
comfortable
hours
there.
long, and the sound will literally destroy your eardrums. It's so
Correct.
loud. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Let's just not go.
And then the person like blocked
Yeah,
it.
they
immediately
It's funny you bring up the 3-hour thing, and we're currently gonna watch Watchmen, which is
Watch a 3.5 hour.
3.5 hour.
Like the uncut super version.
To go back to the original Chud Talk I was talking about Aquaman 2, me and my partner both agreed that that movie should have been a little longer because they had Josh made like a snorting laugh.
I remembered a movie I thought was going to be really good, and the movie came out and it sucked ass.
What movie?
Sucker Punch.
Man, I like Sucker
I
Punch.
hated
course you
Sucker
do.
Punch so much.
I like it a lot. I actually wrote like a fan fiction sequel.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's how much Blake likes.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
it was Sucker Punch
Sucker
2.
Kick.
Some I don't remember.
Suck harder.
God, what was it? No, it was something. I can't remember if there was like a subtitle to it, but yeah, it was Sucker Punch 2, and it was about baby doll going through therapy to try to like get some of her mental capacity back since she got lobotomized.
Oh.
And one of the parts I came up with is that she would be looking at Rorschach pictures, and kind of like in the first one, where she
Crossover?
where she sees things. Oh hell yeah! Where in the first one she like mentally puts herself somewhere else. So in this one, she would look at certain stuff to do therapy, and she would basically be transported to like some other world. So she's looking at these Rorschach things, and then she like mentally projects herself into a world that's all black and white noir, but there's like dinosaurs with like guns for arms and like
That sounds sick.
dude, it was so cool. There was like velociraptors with like detective gear, and they were like everybody was dinosaurs. And then in one it was like a submarine battle with like a giant fish monster. There was one with like there was gonna be like pirate robots, but I think I wanted to delete that one because that was really close to the first movie with the robots at the end of the movie. And then there was gonna be like giant trolls. So it was gonna be like kind of like the same thing where she goes to these all their alternate worlds and deals with shit.
As long as all the fight scenes aren't like, oh, here comes Super Mega Nazi, and then like a satellite falls on him. It's like, oh, I guess the fight's over.
No, I didn't write that part.
That happened every single time in fucking Sucker Punch.
But Aquaman 2, me and Mallory were talking about how like that movie, it had a lot of stuff going on. And the first one also had a lot of shit going on. A lot of people complain about like, yo, this, if I can't remember the exact saying, but it's like, if you like Aquaman stories, watch the Aquaman movie because it has about 18 of them. Because in Aquaman 1, there's like maybe 7 books shoved into that movie of like 7 different storylines, 7 different arcs of like Aquaman takes the throne, Orm is doing this, Black Manta's doing that, he finds his mom, like, but they're all different books. Aquaman 2 unfortunately does like the exact same thing, and I'm like, it's 2.5 hours long, but there's so many parts where I was like, well, that happened really quick. Earlier you were talking about the cut that was so bananas in
the Malignant.
There was a cut in Aquaman 2. There's a part where really like emotional music is playing and a character goes, "Fuck you, I'm out." Music immediately ends. Like I was like, oh, it's really emotional. And he goes, "Fuck you, I'm out," and then he goes, "Ugh," and dies. The music completely cuts out, and Aquaman goes and like walks away. And I was like, that was such weird editing. But I was like, it's because this movie needs to be a little longer. You gotta have like certain scenes like. You gotta have a few more seconds, just like...
He does weird shit like that, though.
Yeah, James Wan,
what the fuck?
because it's the same director!
Is he the guy, is he editing it, or does he have an editor?
I'm pretty sure he edits it, because there's a part in Aquaman 1 where, I was telling this to Ryan, every time 2 characters are talking, the way that they would start something is an explosion would happen. Like, it happens, I shit you not, 4 to 5 times in Aquaman 1. It happens once in Aquaman 2, and there was a part in Aquaman 2 I was like, okay, these characters are talking, so I was like, where's the explosion? And I kept being like, and there it is! And it never happened till one time it did, and then Aquaman made a joke about it, like, meta joke.
Oh.
And I was like, alright, man, I was like, I'm glad James Wan understood that there was, like, a lot of flaws of Aquaman 1, but I still enjoy it. But I'm just like, either cut some of this out or down, or you gotta make the movie longer. So then, to go back to the Oppenheimer thing and Watchmen thing, like, do you guys... like longer movies, or do you like shorter movies? Like, where's a good movie length for you guys?
It was a different editor.
Oh, for Aquaman
Yeah.
2 and Malignant?
Well, I don't know about Malignant, but for Aquaman 2, it's this person.
In Aquaman
Kurt
1, it's
Morty.
different?
Oh.
Oh, not the... Oh, you mean it's not James Wan?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I get what you're saying. But, like, yeah, what would you guys say is, like, your perfect movie length?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Think
I just
about it.
watch movies.
Well, think about it now.
Yeah, do it!
Yeah, but you won't watch Justice League. You won't watch
So?
that with me.
Does it have to do with length?
I don't know, does it?
It has to do with it being the
Does that
fucking
do with
Justice
girth?
League.
Oh, that's true. All right.
Okay, well, I have an opinion.
Okay. Well, Ryan, do you have an opinion?
I do.
What's your
Okay.
opinion, Ryan?
Oh,
Fuck you, Patrick.
it does depend for sure.
Patrick, I appreciate you.
I think if
Pizza.
all things being equal, say I think the movie's just
I freaking shit in
entertaining
your
on its
pizza.
own, no matter what the length is.
Wait, what? Were you talking about a specific movie?
No specific
I
movie.
said Aquaman 2 was
No,
specific.
no.
Aquaman 2 was 5 hours long.
And it was great.
God, I
The
wish.
Zack Snyder cut.
No, so what I'm saying, all things being equal, say I just enjoyed the movie regardless of the length. So length of the movie being the only factor, if I'm going to a movie experience, I think 2 hours is the maximum relatively. Like maybe 2:15 to, give or take, but around 2 hour mark is like how long I want a theater experience. If I'm at home sitting and I want to sit down and watch a movie, like and I find this is the case for like movies that I already enjoy and I want to watch the extended cut like we're doing for Watchmen here. Like Apocalypse Now, I'll rewatch that like way, extended cut, like, and it's like a 3.5 hour extended cut, like 340 minute, like movie length, it's fine when it's long, but I have to like the movie already to want to sit through it.
I get you. Josh, you want to say something before I say something?
Yeah. So I think it's important to consider the length of the movie. I know back when I was trying to write a book in that industry, it's like they thrive on page length. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you want, depending on what fucking genre you want to write, and all of this stuff, there's so many things that go into it, but if you're writing a genre, there's a certain page, like, count that they expect you to get, or you're not gonna get published. Or they will be like, oh, well, then the viewer is not getting their money's worth for your book, which is so stupid.
It's also wrong, too, because, like, wasting your viewer's time is also a fact. Like, imagine, what was that one... Wasn't there a Justice League movie that's, like, 4 hours long?
Yeah, Justice League.
It's just Justice League. That's yeah.
Zack
Snyder.
Oh, okay. Superior Justice League.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't know. All those jokes in the original one were really awesome.
No, they weren't.
Well,
yeah, they were.
So I guess what I'm trying to say, I think 2 hours is my reasonable max for a movie.
Yeah.
Like that's when you go to the movies at 6 and you come out at like 8 and you're like, oh cool, you're not coming out.
And you can still
at,
go to
9.
dinner or something like
yeah, it's not like
good
I remember when I went to go see Lord of the Rings as a kid.
Oh god.
And I felt like I time warped after I
It was
I'm
like
curious to see how much this audio is going to be like.
I know, that's why I try to do it away from the mic.
But
sorry, Patrick gave me a noisy gift.
I don't know. With movies, it's weird because I think 2 hours is a safe zone. If the movie can be told in less and it's still like good and I'm not wanting more, that's cool. And even make the movie whatever it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I went to go see The Boy and the Heron, which is a Miyazaki movie, which was 2 hours, which was a really good amount of time. I almost wish it was longer because it's potentially going to be his final movie. And it was really entertaining, and I felt like they could have expanded on a couple of things, but the story was told very well.
Okay.
And then I went to go see like a movie that was only an hour long, which was Polar Express, and it didn't the movie has to be entertaining to be that long, but then the other difficulty is there's movies that are entertaining, but I feel like they're worse because they don't explain shit, and then the movie is too short, but it's still too long. Like, I feel 2001: A Space Odyssey is a movie where it's telling like 2 separate stories, but the second story is the one that I'm really interested in, and they jump in like right when Hal is like, "Well, you guys are plotting against me." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, I want more build up in these characters to get to understand them more, and so that's a weird movie where I wish it was longer, even though that movie is long as hell. But it's difficult because most people aren't going to sit there for a super long movie. But if the movie's good, I won't even realize it's long.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the biggest problems that so many movies have is they don't. Because I agree with you guys that when I go to theaters, 2 hours is about as max. But at home, I can watch forever as long. But so many movies out there I'll watch, and I think they struggle to know how long they're supposed to be. But I also know like the producers and the companies and all that stuff get their fingers in it and they tell you that you have to be a certain length or whatever. But it's so strange to me because some movies, again, Aquaman 2 is 2.5 hours long. And I was like, this needs to be longer because there's certain things you need to expand on. There's certain stories, there's certain locations, there's certain stuff that you need to like give me a couple more minutes. But then I'll watch a movie that's only like an hour and 45 minutes long and I'm like, this movie needs to be shorter. And I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, if your story, because originally the first cut for...
Does that say 2.5 hours?
Oh, it says 2 hours and 4 minutes. That's weird. Why did it... Fuck you. Was
that Aquaman 2's runtime?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, something I found was really interesting... Oh, fuck. What the hell was I talking about?
You were watching an hour and 45-minute movie. You wish it was shorter because it sounds like it just didn't get to it.
I said that part. And
Okay.
then I said...
No, and then I said this looked like 2.5 hours.
Oh! Black Panther!
Okay.
And, the original cut for Black Panther 1 was 4 hours long.
No way.
Yeah,
4
it
hours
was
for that?
fucking long.
Wow.
It was around like 3 to 4 something hours, but that was the original idea for Black Panther 1.
One of the hours was like just an entire hour of sex.
Oh, hell yeah. Between who? Claw and Killmonger?
Black Panther, and they also introduced some like White Panther. and I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Because I've
He
seen
was
the
from like New York and like
yeah, but I've seen the 4-hour long cut, and that entire hour where Black Panther and White Panther are just like settling their differences in the bedroom. Jesus Christ, that was a fucking experience, man.
But yeah, originally Ryan Coogler wanted it to be fucking 3 to 4 hours long.
Does that cut exist or no?
I don't think.
Hopefully not.
No, I don't think so.
A
'Cause
lot
I-
of those don't. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Wait, did
so
you
many
say
different
hopefully
cuts.
not?
Yeah, fuck, that would suck.
I don't know.
Not for Blake. He
I-
wants to watch
Alright,
it.
fair.
I'm just curious. I'm always curious about what gets cut, though. That's what I think is entertaining. Is when the director says this is too long,
Yeah.
but I still think it's part of
Why
my
are you doing
vision
this?
for the film, right?
Close it.
Well, like there's
You have to make sure it's the
like
right
Star Wars
orientation.
has a lot of notorious like cuts, as
Right.
for like cuts that don't exist anymore.
What?
That kind of
I was
change
trying
the
to quote
story
Harry.
around. I don't know. I kind of care, but I ultimately, like, as someone who makes movies, ultimately, what makes it in is you're forming that story.
Yeah.
So losing out on stuff sucks, and I think it's important for people to like kind of be able to see those in terms of like behind the scenes footage. But like, I wouldn't make multiple cuts of any of my movies. Since I can already curate them to the quality I want them to, I would never make multiple cuts since I'm already releasing them in the form I want them. And this is on the day that Blake has released his new cut of Moment, which is actually
I
funny.
totally forgot I did.
But you know what's funny? But that one actually makes sense, I think.
Thank you.
Because it's just
Well, actually,
putting
you
both of
didn't.
the movies together.
Okay.
I haven't watched it yet.
I said thank
I gotta
you, and
watch
I was
it.
like, I don't know if Josh is complimenting me.
No,
But yeah,
I
okay.
think that works. But like, what I mean is, I wouldn't take like probably Paranormal
Yeah.
and be like, I can recut this.
Well, it's funny that you talk about that because we're watching the Watchmen extended cut, and you guys are going to see a lot of shit that makes sense. Like literally, we just saw a scene where Rorschach did some stuff.
I actually liked that scene. I didn't think there was anything wrong with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Right? Yeah, no, I liked it.
Yeah, but it's funny because I kind of hate to. I know I defend Zack Snyder a lot, but I think Zack Snyder kind of needs to either one, take a step back and learn to tell stories in a smaller time frame because in Batman v Superman he has a director's cut, an ultimate cut of it. And a lot of people say it's a lot better than the one that was released because there's actually certain scenes and certain dialogue and certain stuff that kind of ties things in a little nicer. And the thing to me is your cut scenes should never make or break your movie.
Right.
They should be bonuses. So if your plot is like this whole block and you're like, if I cut out 2 scenes and my plot becomes messy, I need
Those scenes were then essential.
those
right?
scenes
Yeah.
are essential,
Yeah.
and it's like I need to maybe rewrite stuff because if I'm trying to make a movie that's only 2 hours long and I have a 3-hour long plot, either I need to rewrite my plot or I gotta make a 3-hour movie.
Right.
Which again is why I love the Zack Snyder Justice League version because that's his whole thing. And I was like, this isn't gonna go anywhere. You're never gonna get a sequel, but I'm seeing the whole story finally. And that's how I really like the Batman v Superman Ultimate Cut because I'm like, I'm seeing the whole thing. Which is why I'm excited for his new movie series, Rebel Moon, because it's his whole thing.
Can I tie into that?
He's telling the whole story, and I feel like some directors really struggle with that. And Zack, I love Zack Snyder a lot, but that guy to make movies to go to theaters, he needs to learn of like the shit you cut cannot be part of your plot.
Yeah.
They can't.
My concern with him right now is he's kind of like got the M. Night Shyamalan trope. We're like,
Whoa!
it's the Zack Snyder cut. It's
Oh.
gonna be 40 minutes,
That
it's gonna be
moniker.
40 hours long.
Yeah.
Like, whereas M. Night Shyamalan, you expect the twist, and if it's not there, you're like, well, fuck you, M. Night.
Yeah.
Fuck you anyway. and
one
with
of
Zack
our-
Snyder, is that what you're gonna say?
He's one of our listeners.
Oh shit, that'd be so.
One of the 7.
But with Zack Snyder, I feel like the Snyder cut was it was a meme.
Yeah.
Like it was such a thing that I feel like with Rebel Moon, the fact that they're already planning on making I feel like they were planning on making one before it was released. They've already said that they're going to do these huge.
Well, it's in 2 parts, right? Rebel
It
Moon?
should be a trilogy.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a trilogy. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
They said that they're going to
Yeah.
do Snyder cuts of every single part. And
They're literally already planning Snyder
yes,
cuts?
and
God
they're
damn
all
it.
expected
So
to be
the
about
entire
4
experience,
hours long.
the entire experience is going to be like 12 hours.
Yes.
Holy shit.
But that's the problem is that's planned. And so I can't expect those cuts to be amazing because if
Yeah.
you're planning on making a 4-hour movie, I don't know.
Well,
Also, IMDb gives Rebel Moon like 6 out of 10, which I think seems more fair.
Oh, I also heard that Zack Snyder was also planning on making a freaking Rebel Moon video game.
dude.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I'd be into that.
Who's calling you?
No, it's probably just Xfinity.
Your favorite people.
Where's the box? Where's the box?
Throwback.
I think that's kind of weird because, like, is he making one version for, like, normies?
Yes.
And then making one version... Okay,
No,
one version for me?
He's making the version for the general audience, and then he's making.
And then he's looking at Blake
because that's
and
what he
be like,
does.
oh,
Yeah.
I need to make my
Well,
4-hour cut for
dude, Zack
Blake.
Snyder is in my head. Because when I watched
What?
Justice League... No, he is. When I watched Justice League, the 4-hour one, the first thing I thought was like, man, I cannot wait to watch this movie in black and white. And then guess what? 3 days later, Zack Snyder's like, I'm releasing Justice League in black and white. I was like, holy shit ass.
He answered your prayers.
He did. And there's certain... Now, I don't want to, like...
Wait, does that mean that he's in your head or are you in his head?
As much as he would think.
He wakes up in
No, I know,
nightmares.
I know for a fact I'm not in his head because if I was in his head, he would know how to write Aquaman.
Ooh.
I'm
He didn't
sorry.
write Aquaman.
I didn't want to.
He wrote him in Justice League.
Oh, fair.
Oh, yeah.
Though he's awful in Justice League. You're right.
You didn't watch the 4-hour one. You only watched the...
I actually started it, and I was like, why the fuck am I watching a rated R Justice League movie? And I turned it off.
But as much as I enjoy Zack Snyder also came out and, like, I think he's talked a little about Aquaman, and, like, his portrayal of Aquaman in Justice League is a very interesting take, but that's because Zack Snyder sees certain things a certain way. But that being said, if I was in his head, he would know how to write certain characters, aka Aquaman and Flash.
Did he write Justice League too?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Well,
Why are
what-
these
sorry,
directors
sorry.
also
He-
writing
No,
movies?
Josh.
He
He
wrote
didn't
it.
write Justice League 2. There's only one
Shut
Justice
up.
League.
He wrote it with David.
It's just
S.
completely
Goyer.
different superheroes.
Okay.
But Zach had a lot of like he's the one who decided that Atlanteans can't speak underwater. They have to make air bubbles. They can't talk to each other. They like make clicky noises like dolphins.
Wow, that sounds super exciting.
And then he was like, "Hey, I don't really know."
Look, apparently he didn't. Apparently it's these two.
Wow,
Josh
Blake,
Whedon.
you know a lot.
Patrick, I mean Josh.
What?
I'm gonna.
He's just so used to
I'm gonna
like.
slap you.
What? Am I
Because
wrong?
that's the wrong Justice League. Go
What
to
is this?
that's the wrong Justice League. That's the Justice League.
Did Josh Whedon?
Well, this is but he can't be cut from the screenplay if he wrote it. He originally directed the movie. He had to step back. They can't cut his editing
boy.
credit.
You mean writing credit?
His writing creded.
And is it
He had to have a writing though. He had to be part of the writing team because
Not
like,
necessarily. Directors
Really?
don't always write them.
but they get like a big say in it. Don't
That'd be
they?
really weird if he was also the writer, but that would mean that they went and reshot shit.
Well, they did.
Did they?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought the whole point of the Snyder Cut was he like stepped out because he had a family tragedy.
Yeah, that's why
He didn't
Joss
make
Whedon
it.
came
No,
in and
dude.
then
The
redid everything.
The first cut of Justice League is only about
Ooh.
15 to
Yeah, you're
20% of his
That's why it
version.
was a mess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, if nobody
That's
knows
wild.
the thing about the first Justice League versus the 4-hour one, some people say they're the exact same movie. They aren't. The first Justice League movie that came out only has about 15 to 20% of actual Zack Snyder Justice League in it.
And the second one is 4 hours long.
It's like, yeah. But and then the thing is like they had all these scenes that weren't connected. So Joss Whedon came in and put in little fillers, rearranged some scenes, and then just took a bunch of shit out. Because the movie was supposed to be like 2.5 hours long. They made it an hour and 20. So like they didn't have
Anything.
yeah, they had nothing to use really, and I don't even know why they released it, because they
They should have just scrapped it.
Yeah,
at that
They were
point,
trying to
or-
compete
or-
with the Avengers.
literally shut the
Well, they screwed
front
up.
door.
Yeah.
Well, they should never have even done that. It was like the dumbest thing that studio's done.
It is dumb. It is dumb because what they need to do, what DC needs to do, is look
Does
at
that say
Marvel.
an hour and 20 minutes?
That was just 2 hours.
How did that happen? Maybe
Because I cannot imagine
I'm
a
sure
fucking
Blake
team-up
blacked out.
superhero movie that's as short as an hour and 20 minutes.
yeah, that's
That wouldn't
pretty
make
nuts.
sense to me. I think Blake
It
comes
didn't
from like
feel
a
very
different
long.
alternate universe.
Hold on.
I don't think I've watched any of the Justice
Hold
League
on. I
versions
think
all the way
I
through.
fucked up.
I like keep starting them and then ending them, or like coming in at different times. 'Cause
There's
I
only
remember-
2 versions of Justice League.
Yeah, I know.
What are you talking
I
about?
think I've watched most of the
I realized
the
what I did
first
wrong.
one.
What'd you do wrong, Blake?
I'll wait for Josh to stop.
You go ahead.
No, you finished what you were talking
That
about.
was it. I was done.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Let me guess. You were going to say that they took an hour and 20 minutes off of it.
Hey!
They took an hour and 20 minutes off of the
Oh!
of the Fantastic Four reboot.
What?
I was thinking about a different movie.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a way different movie.
Sorry, the Fantastic Four reboot was supposed to be 2 hours and a half or so, and it's only 1:40. So it took about like an hour off.
Well, that definitely would
And
make
then,
the movie better.
the Justice League one, they took. I don't know how long it is because I don't know how long the original Justice League version was supposed to be. Probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's probably that's what.
But they cut it down to 2 hours. But at the same time, it's so much not Zack Snyder in it. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, bad.
And they took him off the list because they took out everything he did.
But you can't like.
Well, not all of
do
it.
that.
Well-
Like if he had writing credits because it wasn't on like bad terms.
Were you looking at
That was
you
just
looking
the
Yeah, oh my god.
What
John,
I'm wondering
terrible.
happened.
What'd
You
do?
said it wasn't on bad terms, and I wanted to say it was on dad terms.
But it's a lot harder at that.
why were you a lot harder at that?
It's not funny.
That was fucking funny.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it was offensive.
Why is there so much
Because his
shit
daughter
in my
died.
phone?
Jesus.
What? Don't say, oh
Censor
my
that.
god, it's a fact! Like when I freaking come out here and say, oh,
Here,
freaking
Patrick's right.
Lincoln Park guy, Chester Bennington hung himself.
Censor that.
What, Lincoln Park guy?
Just everything but that.
Freaking Chris Cornell also hung
Oh
himself.
my god, no, end this.
Robin Williams
hold
hung
on.
himself.
Shut
Why would you
up!
censor the
Patrick!
truth?
It's Christmas.
Not yet, motherfucker.
It's the 22nd. Hold on, I'm trying to.
But this is our Christmas episode.
I was trying to ask you, where did you see
Well,
that
I mean,
Zack Snyder's
it's more
thing
of a
wasn't
Blake's
listed as the
birthday
writer?
episode.
I
We
guess
haven't talked
so.
about Christmas.
Was I
That
indeed?
was, but that, no, Wikipedia.
Oh.
That was the original version, though, which I'm curious if he was just the director and not the writer for that version. And then he stepped out, and then they were like, holy shit, this movie sucks. And he was like, I know what I'll do! I'll do the Zack Snyder cut! And then he came back
He
and
did
like
the
did
story,
more
though.
shit. For the original?
Yeah, right there.
What the fuck?
What are you pointing at?
I'm pointing that out in Justice League, the one that came out in 2017. Zack Snyder did the story for it because he did. He had
Well, yeah.
he had shit. He had shit, and then they looked at it and like, fuck that. We're not doing any of that. And then people were like, oh, they're the exact same movie. I'm like, they fucking are not. Like, they're not. But we actually do need to wrap up this episode. But there's a few things I want to wrap up and say, like, just to.
But
again-
you need to rap while wrapping it up.
Can you zip it? Because today, again, I wanted to mostly talk about how I enjoyed watching Aquaman 2 for my birthday. I thought that was great. It was supposed to be released on my birthday. It wasn't. They moved it 2 days just to fucking spite me. I'm the only one who went to go see it. And they're like, oh, fuck that guy.
Fuck that kid.
I am like the only one out there still carrying a torch for Aquaman.
How many people were in the theater?
Just him.
And his partner.
There was like maybe 10 of us? Maybe
That's
only
really
one?
sad.
Wow.
Yeah, which
Ugh.
it is.
Friday
It is
night
sad.
release.
And it's because Warner Bros. Has been trying to kill the DC universe
Yeah.
that Zack Snyder basically started with so much shit. They like the first Aquaman trailer came out a month ago for a movie that was coming out, and then they pushed it back 2 days, and then like there's like no marketing for it. Like nobody gives a shit because also the DC universe is dying.
They did everything in their
it's
power.
dead. Sorry,
They did
it's dead.
everything in their power to like basically.
They wanted to move on.
Yeah.
Which I think is, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I know people don't agree with Zack Snyder, and I get it. There's certain stuff that he does where I think he's completely insane. I think he's just a psycho nut guy who I admire. It's weird. It's weird. I look at him, I'm like, dude, you're awesome. And he goes, look at the shit I did. I'm like, what the fuck you doing? And I'm like, watch
He's
the
just
next.
like freaking eviscerating a freaking deer carcass. He's like, you're like, yeah, you get him.
I need the extended cut of
I
that.
have 12 hours. But I understand people
Just
don't
puts in more
agree
slow motion.
with like what he does. But if you look back at the original timeline of what the DC universe was supposed to be, it was cohesive. And then after Man of Steel being on the fence, Batman v Superman being on the fence, and then people started questioning things, and then Suicide Squad sucked.
Ooh,
and then they made the Justice League movie.
Oh wait, no, it was that one. I think that one's the Suicide Squad.
No, it's just Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad is the good one. Or am I wrong?
Oh boy.
Because I was thinking about that not too long ago. Like, because usually it's like the, and then the name of the movie, which is the next one.
Yeah.
But I think this is the other way around.
Is
So
it?
let me make-
Well,
let me
wait,
make
doesn't
sure.
doesn't someone here have a poster of it?
Yeah, Josh, what do you know?
Yeah, it's me. I
Yeah,
don't know.
is it? God damn, he didn't look at it.
Oh,
but-
never mind.
Okay. Who's right? But
You mean like the one time you were right,
Yes.
as opposed to the hundreds I've
but
been right?
anyways, as I was saying,
Recorded live.
Anyways, as I was saying, it's just it as much as people don't like the Zack Snyder universe or whatever, it was cohesive because we're removing the cohesive brain behind all that. Look at what we got. I'm sorry, Shazam 1, not very good. Shazam 2, dog ass. Wonder Woman 2, she raped somebody. That's ass. And fucking the first Suicide Squad sucked.
Well, now Ryan's interested.
Yeah, what? Huh?
And then like Birds of Prey sucked. We were supposed to get a Cyborg movie that got canceled. Then we were supposed to get a Green Lanterns movie that got canceled. We were supposed to get a better Flash movie. It got canceled and rewritten as garbage. It was written as hard garbage. And then they're like, oh, here comes Aquaman 2. Here comes Blue Beetle. Here comes oh fuck, what else did they do? Oh, then they made a different Suicide Squad, but it's a soft reboot because they killed all the past characters because the first one sucked. And it's just like, man, like the shit that we were supposed to get may have not been everyone's forte, but at least it would have been solid. Like it would have been from the same brain. But then we got garbage on top of mixed reviews, on top of random shit, on top of like a struggling thing trying to be Marvel. DC needs to learn not to be Marvel. If you want to be different, do something different. I don't know.
They're already different, right? I mean, yeah.
They are different.
Yeah.
But
I really liked the Suicide Squad.
it was really good.
Yeah.
And I will say that I think James Gunn is going to do pretty good in the DC universe. However, I think he's very interesting because I think he does better with like lesser known characters. I think I've talked to you about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think the reason Guardians of the Galaxy and Suicide Squad was so good is because he took characters nobody really knew or cared about. And I'm sorry if you try to tell me,
but you don't have.
I think I'm
proof
talking.
for the contrary.
I think I'm talking. What?
You don't have any proof for the contrary because you're saying that he does better with lesser known characters. But when have you seen him do like more main characters to compare it to? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I gotta think.
Yeah, what are you thinking about?
Well, because he did Aquaman and Flash in the Peacemaker show. They show up.
Wow.
I didn't really care. For
At the very end, for like 5 seconds.
Well, no, because I don't know. I just don't see James Gunn as handling like Superman in a certain way. Because I don't know. Fuck you. How about that? No, hold on. Let me defend myself a little better than just nothing. Because everything I've seen him do good, it's with characters that aren't really like big characters. And I think that's where he thrives because James Gunn is a...
But Blake, you haven't seen him do anything else yet.
Oh my god! I know that, but I'm just saying...
Then how can you say he's only good at this if you haven't even seen him do this
How
yet?
can you say Indiana Jones 5 is bad if you haven't seen it?
Because I've seen the fucking reviews! I've heard people
Stop
talking
talking about
about it!
reviews! I don't give a fudge shit!
Blake, the reviews mean that it exists! You haven't seen James Gunn do this shit yet because he hasn't done it yet! You're thinking of things that haven't happened yet, Blake!
And you haven't seen a
Movies
movie!
coming for like domestic disputes.
You're gonna do like knock on the door.
Anyways,
Watch this.
I am curious to see how James Gunn handles a well-known character. Fuck you.
Yeah, and when it's good, I'll come knocking at your door. No, I'm gonna kick your door down! I'm gonna shit in your fucking mouth!
You're not gonna kick my door down with your sweatpant legs?
I'm gonna do whatever I want with my sweatpant legs. I'm gonna sweat in them.
Everyone, thanks
I'm
for
gonna wring them out of
listening
your
to
mouth.
this episode.
Been a-
Thanks for listening to this C.H.U.D Talk episode where basically we just want to...
Sounded like you said shit talk episode.
Well, maybe it was. But yeah, we just kind of like wanted to hang out and talk since Ryan's in town and everything.
Yeah.
And we've been recording for about an hour and 13 minutes. But yeah, we wanted to exchange gifts and talk about... What?
Just Reen.
I don't... Patrick is the hardest person
Ew.
to fucking...
Wait, hold on. I just need to prove it to the audience. Just everybody be quiet. I'm gonna pull it out right now.
Oh,
Akuta. Okay, so that was a joke me and Patrick used to have. That Jabba the Hutt would whip out his cock and go, Akuta.
Like wiggle his tongue
Dude,
around.
there's a Jabba the Hutt character in Aquaman too.
Whoa,
It's
what's
a
he?
big fat fish.
Oh my god.
And he goes, "Hi, welcome to Pirates."
Then he pulls his dick out.
It floats because it's underwater.
flopping.
And like fish start playing with it.
I guess we're done.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel bad because Josh just started looking at his
Oh my
phone and
God,
stopped.
guys.
Sorry, do you want to do an actual outro,
Guys.
Zack Snyder's running.
Holy we didn't
What?
introduce ourselves at the beginning.
We need outro.
We
Like-
didn't. Who are we?
I'm Zack Schneider.
Anyway,
wait,
I'm Joss Whedon.
I'm Ryan.
Oh, fuck you.
No,
I'll be.
I'm James Gunn because apparently you don't give a shit about him.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not
You
what
got
I'm
me
saying.
King Kong.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm hesitant to think of like James Gunn handling like well-known characters because I think he does really good with weirdos. Because no offense, no, this isn't offensive, James Gunn. If you listen to this, which you probably won't,
That's his range.
shut up. Don't take offense to this. I think James Gunn handles weird characters that he can like really do anything he wants with.
Yeah.
But if he does like a Superman or a Green Lantern or any of those type of characters that are well known, that have a bunch of story that it's like people are gonna like, I don't know, judge him for because like, hey man, Superman can't do that. I don't know. I'm just very curious because I haven't seen him do any of that, so I'm very
Exactly.
hesitant. I'm hesitant. Is it okay?
I think he'll be okay. I think he's really good at writing characters like charming, which is what DC is trying to do, but they had a bunch of people who can't fucking do that, like Zack Snyder.
And they keep on hiring freaking horror directors to make their movies.
Yeah, wait, what is up with that? Andy
Muschietti
And
for
what-
The Flash.
what's the-
James Wan with Aquaman.
James Wan is a weird one.
who
Like,
did
what the fuck?
Shazam though? It's
The
Adam-
Lights Out guy,
Yes,
David
Pony
somebody.
Smasher.
Mm.
Yeah, on YouTube.
But yeah, that is also interesting. God, we're gonna wrap this up. We gotta wrap this up, but I do want to touch base on that. The DC universe is they hire writers who clearly have not worked in superhero things, which is why I think James Gunn's good because he has. But for the longest time, you know, Marvel has Kevin Feige, right? That's the guy's name.
No.
Kevin
I think it's
Feige.
Feige.
Oh, okay.
And he, the reason he was hired is because he's a walking Marvel Bible. Like literally, he was. Literally,
Oh, walking
Josh is
Marvel.
usually,
Oh.
you know,
literally, he would be able to like pull out any Marvel fact out of his head. So they hired him on as like executive producer or whatever because he knew some shit. And for the longest time, I was like, DC needs that guy. DC needs someone that they can turn to and be like, hey, what do you think about...
Does this check out?
Does this
basically?
check out? And I know people can talk shit about his movies. I get it. But I think Kevin Smith should have been hired. Because Kevin Smith is a huge
Poor
comic
Josh.
book fan, and Kevin Smith has written for DC and Marvel. He has comic book background, and if you talk to him, that guy is a fountain of comic book knowledge. And people who make the DC movies, you and me were talking about this earlier, Ryan. The Shazam movies, I'm like, did somebody even read a comic book? Or are they just like throwing shit at his
At a
screen?
wall? Yeah.
I think the only way that could work is if he was like locked in the basement.
Hey,
We need you
yeah.
to read this script. He like comes out and like reads it and gives his
But
advice.
do they not have like comic book? Because I know for a while
comic
they
book
had,
advisors, yeah.
I know for a while they had Jeff Johns.
They probably do, but I've heard from the guy who wrote oh my god.
Yep.
Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
That the department that Marvel had made of people who do fact checking and people who write those was really good, and people like enjoyed their job.
Yeah.
DC seems a lot more. I'm not working at DC, so I don't know, but they seem a lot more corporate. So they likely have those because that's professionally what you would do. But they probably approach it in a much more corporate manner than
Yeah.
Marvel.
No, they absolutely do because that's why
Interesting.
so many of those movies. There's the corporate cut, like the first two.
The CEO cut.
Well, the first Suicide Squad was very different, and then the company came in and was like, "You need to change like half of this
Everything.
movie."
Yeah.
Same thing happened.
The Wall Street cut.
Yeah, the Wall Street cut. Have Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Patrick Bateman
But but yeah, no, I think you're right with there because Warner Bros. Uses the DC movies as like, I don't know, they don't approach them the same way as Marvel approaches them, but then they assume that they'll get the same results.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
To me, it seems like they approach them like, how are we going to make money? Whereas I felt like Marvel hired people who were like, all right, let's try some new stuff.
They're
because
passionate
whatever
about
the
it.
fuck we've been doing isn't
Yeah.
working. and then like let's hire people who are passionate and having fun about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the DC universe does. It does kind of suck that today I had to say goodbye to the DC universe of Aquaman 2. However, there is a huge rumor out there that may have been confirmed by Jason Momoa himself that Jason Momoa will continue into the DC universe, not as Aquaman. Do you know what character he's going to be playing? Lobo.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I will admit that Jason Momoa was born to play that character.
That's the only reason he was born. His mom and dad were like, "We need fucking Lobo."
This
in the
is
family."
Lobo.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna make him. But I, as much as I love Jason Momoa as Aquaman, I like Jason Momoa as well as an actor and as like a person and everything. And I love the character Aquaman.
Yeah, he's in one of your favorite movies up there.
Exactly, he is. He's up there. However, I don't think Jason Momoa is the best pick for Aquaman because there's a lot of Jason Momoa that bleeds over into the Aquaman character where I'm like, okay, where's like the Aquaman character from the comics? However, as Lobo, fucking let him go crazy because I think that'd be perfect for him. And if James Gunn is making that happen, good for him because that's a very, very good casting. That being said, it does suck that I'm not going to see certain actors come back as characters like Henry Cavill as Superman, Ben Affleck as Batman.
They had such a good except for Ezra Miller. They had such a good casting. It was almost perfect.
It was almost perfect except for Ezra Miller.
It up.
They did, and okay, so God, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
But going back to something I was saying a long time ago is where Zack Snyder does things that are crazy, and he is part of the casting. He's part of all that stuff. He's a very interesting person when he comes to certain things. But I'm like, dude, casting Ezra Miller as the Flash, I don't quite understand. Like, he wanted the young kid and everything, but some of the other actors he was looking at, I think he only went for Ezra Miller because Ezra was the youngest.
Well, at that time, they were just coming off the heels of what was that movie?
Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they hadn't gone as wild and throwing chairs at Hawaiian people yet.
Yep. Yeah, that's but yeah, that's the thing is I think at the time Zack Snyder casted someone that he was willing because he wanted the Flash to be the most powerful member. I don't know, he was very he had a vision for certain stuff. But then I'm I just think certain writing should be different because I think all the casting was really good. Just he kind of dropped the ball a lot with certain characters.
It sounds
again like Aquaman.
To throw this in super quick, I was reading up on the formation of the script and stuff. That was meant to be shot a month after Suicide Squad was being released, and Suicide Squad went through all those huge changes to try and make it lighter. I forget what movie had. I think it was Guardians of the Galaxy came out around that time.
Or was it Deadpool?
I think it was Deadpool or Guardians. It was Deadpool.
It was because they copied the same joke.
Yeah, because they did
the pony.
Yeah, the same exact thing. And so when that movie came out, they were like, "Oh shit, we have to make it funny and light." And so they rewrote Suicide Squad, and that was awful. But they also, at that same exact time, decided to rewrite the Justice League, and that was a month before shooting.
Yep, which is why it's really bad and why there's a bunch of stupid jokes and a bunch of dumb shit. But like I said 20 minutes ago, we're going to wrap up this episode.
Just one last thing. I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was there anything in Aquaman 2 that didn't make sense because that universe is being discontinued?
No. Well, actually, there was a few parts where it just felt so disconnected from the rest of the movies that came before. There's a part where the whole world is falling apart, but none of the other superheroes are doing anything. And I'm like, well, because clearly this isn't part of that universe anymore because it's gone. But there wasn't any other point where it's they talked about Superman or Batman, and they never led to anything because unlike the Flash movie where they allude that there might be a sequel, which you better fucking not make one, they never alluded to another sequel or anything of this. This ended because it's hey, this is it. And I was like, cool. There's nothing stupid about an open ending or we might have a third movie because I'm you're not gonna get a third movie. Yeah. There's nothing there, and there was nothing in there that was why are they talking about something that no longer is alive? There is no tomorrow in the DC universe at Aquaman 2. There's no oh yeah, tomorrow I can hang out with Batman. There was no tomorrow. You're not gonna hang out with Batman. So no, I will say there was no point where I was this is confusing, or unlike even in the Flash movie, there were certain points where they would talk or say something or do anything where I was this is going nowhere. There's literally nothing gonna come from that sentence that character just said. Or even at the end of the movie where he's there with George Clooney and the director was that guy's not playing Batman again. I saw me, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, you're only doing that because you fucked up. Because originally it was supposed to be Michael Keaton, but then they canceled the Batgirl movie, and then Ben Affleck was supposed to be in Aquaman 2, but then they cut his scenes because like, we can't have him come back because he's not here anymore.
Man, I can't believe they took fucking Brendan Fraser Firefly away from us. I know the topics that make him angry.
You know how to push
This
Blake's
is
buttons.
this is the part where we're gonna end the podcast. That is to me one of the most baffling things because they were like 90% done, weren't they? Because I thought they were done filming. Ow! I like hurt my hand. From my understanding of the Batgirl movies, that they were almost done filming and then they just completely canceled it.
It was done and it was pretty much ready to go.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That sucks. Just push it out at that point.
But then at the same time, they're shitting out the Justice League movie. But like, you can't shit out the Batgirl movie.
Well, so
No, because WB saw it and they're like, wow, this looks really good. And they're like, wow, really? Yeah. It looks really good as a tax write-off.
well, generally for a lot of movies, to throw this out super quick, for
Yeah.
a lot of movies, it's really hard to find how much marketing costs. Like, you can't, it's so much more, it's not factored into the budget. It's separate from the budget. The budget is for production, marketing budget is different, and it's really hard to find them. Generally, from a lot of movies I've seen, it's almost the same amount cost-wise as creating the movie. And so if you cancel a movie without releasing it, for whatever reason, sometimes it's even, like, legal, then you just save yourself, like, what, $200 million?
And marketing
Yeah.
costs, basically,
I
yeah.
forget how much the YouTube front page costs, but it costs so much
It's
money.
significant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Well,
Just
that
Raph
was-
is lost.
It costs a lot of money.
That was our C.H.U.D talk. C.H.U.D DCU talk. That sucked. I'm embarrassed. I've been your birthday boy host.
Yay,
Blake.
birthday boy Blake.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
My name is Patrick. I'm not a birthday boy, but I am a boy.
I'm Ryan. I'm also a boy.
I'm Josh.
Okay.
He's lying.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Oh shit! Did I break this?
YouTube charges per view?